I'm ready. What is going on? It is Tuesday. That means it's time for another new DC Day stream. There's a lot of good stuff happening this week, a lot of good stuff on the horizon. We're going to just chit chat, enjoy our midday break here, get ready to gear up to go pick up the kids from school here shortly, give some books away. So make sure you check out the buttons down below. Thumbs up, subscribe, join, all that good stuff. Hit that super chat goal, add some bonuses to today's prize pool. Let's go. All righty, let's get it started. Don't forget, there's all kinds of cool links in the description below. If you're looking for some cool exclusives, con exclusives, retailer books, mystery packs, all that good stuff, BTC's got you covered. If you need anything clean, pressed, or submitted to the grading companies. Now, I don't know if Justin is submitted to PSA yet. PSA grading is now a thing. They're like the world's biggest sports card, trading card, collectible card, game card company grader thing. Now they do comic books. Not sure if Justin is up to speed with them or not, but CBCS, CGC has been able to submit to those. So, yeah, check that out. Channel membership is up. Loyalty badges next to your name. Custom emojis. Early access to comments. Invites to members-only streams. I might be doing one of those member-only streams tonight. I got something in the mail today from McFarlane, and I kind of want to open it. So I might do a members-only stream tonight and just hang out, open that up. So if you are a channel member, make sure that you pay attention to the members tab. I'll put the information in the little posts section. I'll do that on there if I decide to do that later. It just depends on what's going on with the kiddos. Depends on what's going on with them. Got a routine again. We're back into the routine, making dinner, baths, bedtime on time, all that kind of good stuff. I like routines. Routines work well for me. Check in. Let's see what we got in the chat so far. We got Lisa in here. Good afternoon, Lisa. What is going on? Yeah, let's get it rocking and rolling. We got Bryant in here. What's going on, homie? Good to see you. Phil, what's up, homie? Superman this Friday. Yeah, they moved the streaming release date up for Superman, and it's just Superman for video on demand. If you want to pay $25.99 to own a digital copy, or if you want to pay $20 to rent it at home, that'll be available this Friday. Or just pre-order the Steelbook. Pre-order the physical copy. It'll come with a digital copy, and that way you only have to buy it one time. Buy it one time. What is going on, Dead Man? Good to see you in here. Gary, what's up, homie? Happy DC Day to you as well. Got the Collector P. What's happening? Hello to you. Ronnie Johnson, what's up? What's up? Did your members pack make it to you, Ronnie? Your new members welcome pack? That was a while back now, but hopefully that made it to you. If you are a channel member and you've never received a welcome pack, just reach out to me on the social medias. Completely free. Send it your way. Got some cool little swag in it. Stickers, magnets, stuff like that. Some fun swag. Everyone likes swag. I like swag. Yes, awesome. Very cool. Awesome sauce. Yeah, good stuff. So we'll take a look at what's coming out this week, like we typically do. See what's worth picking up. See what's on my pool list. Talk about y'all's pool list a little bit. What is going on, Paul, while you're there. And we'll give some stuff away like usual. The member, the super chat goal is set. 5 super chats of $2 or more. And we'll add the comic mystery pack, which I'm making these things myself now. This one, it's got some cool bonus in here. It's got an ABX Comics and Games magnet. For the first time ever, a Legion of Comics magnet. Mark Spears book there I'll tease you with. The Justice League ID cards for Aquaman and Supergirl, and a still sealed Death and Return of Superman trading card pack. And it's got some older books in it, some newer books in it, and some more books in it. There's 4 comics in there that we'll add to the giveaway if we hit that super chat goal. A good thing you got those figures when you did, because ever since the movie came out, all those movie figures for the new Superman movie are all but gone now. Even Superman with Krypto is sold out. Some of them are sold out. Some of them in some places are on discount shelves. Depends on where you live. Depends on where you live. The surprisingly, well, not surprisingly, the Ultraman is hitting discount shelves in a lot of places. Like Superman, I didn't expect him to be around long, especially not with Krypto in there. I'd be curious to know what the Robot and Mr. Terrific do, because they released the movie Mr. Terrific at the same time as the comic Mr. Terrific, so you kind of split the collectors on that, because not all the figure collectors collect the movie figures, and not all the movie collectors collect the other ones. So it's kind of got a back and forth with it. But doubling down on Mr. Terrific might have been a crazy idea. Now the non-movie version is a multimedia figure, like the jacket is actually cloth, so it can come off and on. And he's got like the short sleeves on, which I think is super cool. I kind of wish the movie figure was like that. The foreign plastic jacket looks really good, but I would like to get the version of him with the jacket off. That would have been awesome if we would have gotten at least a Chase figure like that. I love the Mr. Terrific, though. He comes with 3 different face swaps. And before I saw the movie, I put on the one with him like in fight face mode. But then you see the movie and you see like he doesn't have a fight face mode. The dude is like level, collected, and just tough, all around tough. So I want to go out to the comic room and get the packaging and swap out the face to just calm face, because the dude was like emotionless in the movie. It was fantastic. Except when Krypto was eating his T-spheres. That upset him a little bit. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. All right, some people rolling in. So let's go ahead and show everybody what's on the giveaway for today. We have 2 bangers, 2 absolute bangers. Supergirl issue number 4 Art Germ cover. Art Germ did a series of Supergirl covers some years back, and the way that he did it, each cover that he did was like a different variation of Supergirl from over the ages. So it's cool to get the new Art Germ Supergirl cover, because if you collected those, you're going to want these. And if you get these, maybe you'll look back at those. It'll give you something fun to do to chase after possibly. Or at the very least, you'll end up with just an amazing, beautiful Supergirl cover. Next up, comic cover artist legend Clayton Crane did this beautiful Batman by Gaslight for Gotham by Gaslight, A League for Justice, issue number 2. DC's Elseworlds are back. The Elseworld imprint is back. They got the Gotham by Gaslight under that, and it was a great return to it with the Kryptonian age. If you're into like Lost Civilization stuff, they're like tying all that kind of lore and mystery into the DC Gaslight Elseworld stuff, where like Krypton is one of those ancient lost civilizations. But slowly through that series, like other heroes popped up, and then got to the point where like, yo, we got a Green Lantern here. We've discovered this Amazonian guardian, this lost, destroyed place down here. And now we had Batman the whole time. So they pretty much kind of naturally, all the Justice Leaguers kind of sprouted up. So in this volume, it's called A League for Justice, and it's about them being together for the first time, fighting back Lex Luthor in like this Wild West kind of town. There's so many cool Elseworld elements like brought into this all together. Been digging it. It's on issue 2 so far. Yeah, definitely a cool book. And Clayton Crane getting direct market covers is always a win, especially now that he's done drawing Venom 7 days a week. That was a weird era to live through when such a popular in-demand artist was stuck drawing just Venom for so long. He draws Venom really well, but we need more than symbiotes. So he's done some really cool stuff for the Absolute Superman book. He's done some really good covers for the Absolute Flash book. Now he's getting some Elseworld work. And so it's really cool whenever you get like this really enjoyable artist gets to work on an Elseworld title, because you don't get to see him draw characters like that very often. So that's been really fun. So I had to grab that one for the giveaway. Big shout out to ABX Comics and Games, my local comic shop that supplies those giveaway books for you guys watching the show. So be sure to check out the description if you need a place to pick up weekly comic books, tabletop gaming stuff. They set up a pull list through them. Whether you're local or long distance, they got you covered. They are the community's comic shop after all. It's kind of their thing. What is going on, Perry? Good to see you in here. What's going on, John? Good to see you in here. Hello. What's up? And let's hit it with the first one. What clip am I going to go first? This one. What an amazing scene in that show that was. Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong has been fantastic, by the way. The new issue from last week was amazing. $2 super chat from Leafy Substances. I appreciate you, homie. Got the ball rolling. 4 more to go, and we'll add those bonus prizes. Space Case Collectibles, what is going on? Pop, hello to you. Scotty, what is happening? Thunderstorm in here. Ooh, we'll enjoy it. It's got it cooled down for you. It's been raining every day, whether it be a little bit or a lot, for like the past 10 days, and it has been amazing. Going from triple digits to rainy days and just overcast. It's what a great time of year just to be overcast. I think we're past that, though. Today, it started overcast. It's sunny now. It looked like the temperatures are going back up. So false fall was enjoyable while we had it. It's now a thing of the past. Ruby G in the building. What is going on, brother? Good to see you in here. There's those custom emojis you get by hitting that join button, becoming a channel member. Not at my store. Mr. Terrific and the Robot are all sold out at my store, along with Superman and Crypto and Ultraman BD is still $34.99. Yeah, not at my store either, but there's a lot of stores that they are. There's a lot of stores they are. Scotty here sends me pictures regularly from the clearance sections. Now, when I say clearance, this is Walmart clearance, so it doesn't mean that they're $5. There's $34.99 figures. They're like clearance. Get them for $30. It's really not a clearance at all. It's just discounted and moved. At my stores, they're still taking up premium shelf space in like the electronics collectibles area. Phil, yep, some cool stuff. Christina Payne, C Payne, what is happening? Hello to you. Mark always has banger after banger after banger after banger. Yeah, good stuff. I try to get stuff that I know other people will like. Other people will like as well. What is going on, Faith and Misery? Good to see you in here. Good afternoon. New week, new comics. That's right. Been getting the art germ covers for all the new Supergirls, but number 6 also has a Ben Harvey cover, which I couldn't ignore. Nice. I have to check that one out. I don't know off the top of my head. I still haven't gone back to keeping up with books as they release. I have what's on my pull list. I go to the shop, I get what's on my pull list and look at the shelf and see whatever else might be there. The Hurricane Helene changed the way that I schedule and pick up my comics. And I'll be honest with you, I enjoy it still. I'm still liking it. I go in there, I'm like, oh, snap, this came out. Oh, what's this? It's pretty enjoyable. I used to keep up with everything far out in advance and all that, and I enjoy doing that. But this has been a fun, different way of going about it. Not mad at it. Yeah, it's about to rain again here too. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Golly. Yeah, I've been enjoying it. I have to be outside and get wet often at my job too, but I'd rather get wet here and there throughout the day than it be triple digits, that's for sure. You know, if it's cold, you can always put on more clothes. If it's hot, you can only get so naked before you catch a charge. I guess it's OG Comic Shop. Yep. I don't know what YouTube changed, but it doesn't show me as Steven with a C on some channels. That makes sense, because I was wondering who Leafy Substances was. But Steven with a C, what is going on, brother? Yeah, I don't know. Are you on a different account? Oh, it must be those handle things. I don't know. I don't know. It's raining so much here. I saw pairs of animals lining up to get in my house. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, let them in, man. Let them in. Is this where the DC Day happens? It is. What is going on, Becker? Good to see you, brother. Joffrey, what is going on? Happy DC Day to you. Brian LCS is in the building. Don't forget to check out the CBC Awards YouTube channel, because in the coming days, he will be announcing the finalists for the CBC Awards this year. And then from there, you'll go to vote for finalists. But for right now, it's just important to check out the CBC Awards YouTube channel. All this stuff used to happen on Brian's YouTube channel, but now it happens on its own YouTube channel. So that's the important part for right now. For this week, just to make sure you go check out and subscribe to that channel so you'll be notified when the video posts. If you follow it on Instagram and other stuff, I'm sure you can find it there, but it'll happen on its own channel. If you want to firsthand watch it in real time, see it as it unfolds and all of these things. The gold label Ultraman Battle Damage went to 15 at my Walmart last time I checked. There you go. There you go. What is going on, Kevin Davis? Universal Pictures going to finish number 3 at the box office, even with Wicked. Yeah, you remember early in the year, you were projecting and saying that Warner Brothers was going to have another flop of the year. Despite having a couple of good movies, we're going to have a flop of the year. Right now, Warner Brothers has dominated the year. Absolutely crushing it. Dominated. Like, no one expected that. No one. Not even, like, I mean, I expect them to have a few good movies. A lot of those movies that they're dominating with, don't even pay enough attention to them to even attribute them to a studio. But what an interesting year for cinema it's been. Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, we reveal the finalists. There you go. Tron Ares will make some money. I don't see Black Phone 2 and Mortal Kombat stop from making money. Mortal Kombat 2 is going to do really well. It's going to do really well. I'm not saying it's a $1 billion movie, but Mortal Kombat 2 is going to do really well. Mortal Kombat 1 was one of those weird 2020 releases, same day as like a lot of places weren't open back up yet. Some screens were, like Suicide Squad, Matrix Revolutions, Mortal Kombat 2, all these movies. There were 17 films that released in that year directly to HBO Max the same day that they're available in theaters. But Mortal Kombat 1, despite being such a bad movie, it is awful. Like, it upset me how bad that movie was. Don't get me wrong. I went back and bought it on Steelbook because I like Mortal Kombat. But that movie was so bad it blew my mind how many people enjoyed it. It was like a modern version of Mortal Kombat Annihilation in quality wise. Now, as a kid, I loved Annihilation, but I could see how big of a downgrade it was from the original Mortal Kombat live action film. But Mortal Kombat 2 is going to do gangbusters for Warner Brothers. I think it has a comparable budget for what it needs to do. The brand is super healthy. Mortal Kombat is like huge in gamers. And ultimately, even with the bad ones, they're looked at with rose-colored glasses. People want to be there for it. I myself will be there for it. And I don't even play modern games. I play Nintendo 64, but there's a lot of Mortal Kombat games on Nintendo 64. I still have like my older consoles too. Be older than Nintendo 64 because I guess that's considered old these days. But Tron Ares, that's a tough one to call, right? Legacy bombed, but that's a whole subgenre story in itself. I think Ares might do better than Legacy did, but who knows? I don't know how much they spent on it. Yeah, that'd be great if y'all hit the thumbs up. Hey, yo, what is going on, Nick? My boy, Nicky, my boy. What is going on, Will? Good to see you in here, brother. How are you today? Hello. People saying hello. There's J-Med. What's up, brother? Sorry I didn't get a chance to call you back yesterday, man. Work just got nonstop on me. Nonstop. Hope that situation got resolved. I'd be interested. I'm going to give you a call after the stream today while I'm sitting in Carline. I'd be wildly interested to hear the update in your saga after your meeting that you had last night. Wildly interested. Just drop me a comment. Did it go good, or everything's still everything? Like I'm hoping that after that meeting you had, everything's back to a good place and you're feeling good about it, and there's solutions at the end. Avengers, Doomsday, and Secret Wars isn't going to be serious at all. This is all about making money and selling merchandise to families. Dude, MCU's dead. MCU is so dead. Just reboot it already. No one gives a crap. People go see out of curiosity at most at this point. MCU is just not even enjoyable. Fantastic Four was fun because it felt like it wasn't connected to the MCU. Felt like it wasn't even connected. Hello to the most southern gentleman. You're good. No worries. Didn't end well. Dang, dude, that sucks. That's exactly how you do it. That's exactly how it's done. The rest of it's like that too. I just thrash my hair, man. I just thrash my hair. When you wear a hat, it just doesn't matter. It feels good not to have to worry about it. One less thing to keep up with. Hope you got a jacket on. It may or may not be chilly outside. I just don't know. Everything is still everything, but in a good place. There you go. I just want all parties involved to be happy, confident, and working together toward the same goal. So success is the goal. And if everybody's got that same mindset, it might happen. What makes us tick up like that? Sheer willpower, bro. Sheer willpower. Hello. Got last week's giveaway winning. Thank you. There you go. My guy Dale, my favorite wrench ever. Don't take that any type of way offensively to the people with wrenches, but Dale gets my CBC award vote every year. Got my vote this year. He's my favorite wrench. I love me some Dale. We go way back. Me and Dale go all the way back to the beginning. The 19th. He's dropping the trailer tonight. There you go. So you can find news and updates about what he's talking about in the coming days. I'll be helping try to spread the word with that. People are overreacting because this is MCU. If this was anybody else, people wouldn't care at all. About what? Overreacting about what? I think I missed a comment somewhere, Kevin. I'm sorry. I think I missed a comment. Yeah, I'm excited for the MCU to get past Secret Wars. Because they did what no other company has ever done before, becoming like the most successful franchise. Like as a whole, the MCU, there's sub-genre franchises inside of it. Iron Man trilogy, Cap trilogy, the Thor quadrilogy, stuff like that. But as a whole, the MCU, such an experiment gone right. You know what I mean? I think that they just didn't course correct with anything, like especially as it's going good, you're going to make some missteps. And they didn't admit their missteps and shift back and learn from them. They misstepped and kept misstepping, then leaning into it, and just they got to the point where they have no self-awareness, and they've done so much and moved so far so fast that all you can do is reset. And that's okay. That doesn't mean what they did isn't a win. Doesn't mean they don't get their flowers. They didn't earn their trophies. They got them. Now let's see if they can do it again. You know what I mean? You couldn't have Sean Connery playing James Bond in 2025. He's freaking dead. Literally, you have to recast. You have to reset. You have to do. The franchise is still alive. The MCU franchise is still there. The current state of MCU is, I know it's like kind of like gets thrown around and people use it coming from a bad place and malicious and all that stuff. But the MCU is at a place where it just can't continue moving forward the way it's been moving forward the past 5 years. It's missing certain elements that it has to have to succeed. Mainly stars, mainly characters people care about. It could get there, but not with the pieces it's standing on right now. Like its post Endgame foundation's got too many cracks in it. It can't move forward. No one cares. Get to the next generation, just like the prequels. You know, people were big fans of the Star Wars prequels when they came out. It had plenty of fans, but the OG fans weren't fans of it. I might never like what they do with the MCU from here moving forward. I'll have the stuff I did like, but a next generation can have the next era of MCU post Secret Wars. Reboot it, relaunch it, recast it, bring back characters. You can't have an MCU without iconic characters like Captain America, like Iron Man. It just doesn't work. That's why Star Wars isn't going to succeed. Like I know people are like, I want to explore the universe. Let's get outside of the Skywalker stuff. Skywalker is Star Wars. That is Star Wars. That's what it's about. Sure, the universe is huge. It's like, hey, I want to do a baseball trilogy following the Yankees. And it's going to be a great trilogy. We're going to focus on the umpire and his extended family that lives in Central America. No one cares. They're coming for the baseball. They're coming for the team. They want to see a game. They don't want to see what the umpire does on his vacation at the Grand Canyon. That's how Star Wars works. We need good Skywalker stuff. And if it's adjacent, it's got to be close. Got to be close. You might be able to squeak out a Dash Rendar movie. I still want a Dash Rendar movie. But Star Wars is Skywalker. The MCU is the Avengers. The Justice League is needed for the DCU. You can't do a DCU without the Trinity. We need Superman, Batman, or Wonder Woman, or ultimately people won't care. There's other great characters. Yes. I love so many DC characters, but you got to have the Trinity. Same thing with the MCU. Same thing with Star Wars. There's a core that you need to operate on this level. If you're going to put this kind of money into it, if you're going to expect these kind of returns, you got to have these certain elements. You got to have the Avengers. You got to have the core. You have to have Spider-Man. For Spider-Man universe to work. Just ask Sony. My favorite thing, they're just trying to get money. I hope so. If they were just trying to get money, we'd all be happy. But that isn't what they were doing. For 5 years, Disney's primary goal was not to get money. It was to placate to a small audience that wasn't buying tickets, that doesn't subscribe to their service, that don't have jobs for a large portion of them. If they were just trying to get money, they wouldn't have just been making the trash they made for the past 5 years because it didn't make them money. You got to try to make money. And the way that you make money is making sense. Stop overreacting, Legion, please. Dale is a regular wrench it Ralph. He is. What is going on, J-Med? I missed the start, but if you're talking recasting, then I fully support that. James Bond, I heard you mention it, needed to be recast. If not, then Bond would have died out in popularity. 1,000%. 1,000%. Star Wars had prequels? Right. Next thing you'll tell me is that they have sequels too. And see, like, I love the trajectory that the prequels went on, right? They release. The people that have been waiting for them their whole life were like, man, what is that? I'm not happy with that. I don't like it. The common people loved them, made tons of new fans. I saw them as a kid, and the prequels are my favorite part of Star Wars. I absolutely love the originals, but the prequels are my favorite part of Star Wars. And as we've gotten older, as the kids from 1999, the youngins that were able to see Star Wars for the first time in theaters, watching the prequels, which I actually watched the re-releases that they did when they remastered the original trilogy. I saw those in theaters as a kid. But those of us that experienced the prequels in real time that were younger, as we grew up, as we started buying merchandise, subscribing to media, we like the prequels still, and we hold them in high regard. And now we're like a very, very commanding part of the Star Wars consumer audience. That's why we got Ahsoka live action show. That's why they're bringing Hayden back. That's why Obi-Wan has just been cast for season 2 of Ahsoka. They're placating to us, to the 30 to 40-year-old audience right now. That's the pocket of money that they missed with a lot of the past 5 years of the MCU. The 12 to 25-year-olds of the past 5 years don't have money. They don't subscribe to streaming services. They pirate everything. They complain about stuff on social media. They don't care. They lack the care bone. Luke is Star Wars. I'm going to buy a lotto ticket. We have never agreed this much. We actually agree all the time, and you know it. I just like disagreeing with you when I see a pocket. Hey, we had a $2 super chat from my man Becker saying, I want a Dash Rendar movie too. Yeah, dude, I love Dash Rendar. That was actually real life footage of Becker riding me to premiere night to see a Dash Rendar movie. Shadows of the Empire. Let's do this. I want a Mara Jade movie. See, and they missed that boat. They missed that boat. Heir to the Empire. They're picking and choosing. When Disney destroyed the extended universe, they destroyed Star Wars. That was it. Like, if you want to get down to it, that was the death nail. They've been fighting to not drown ever since. Darth Jar Jar or bust. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? My wife is calling me back to back. Let me get this, because she's calling back to back. That means she wants me to answer. So let me play you a clip of Finn meeting a real life Power Ranger.
Wow! How awesome!
Whoa! The real Power Ranger, Finn. All right, here it comes.
We're gonna take your picture. 1, 2, 3.
Got it. Thank you so much.
And you're welcome to come use one of the 8 easels we have set up for creating art here at the show for consideration for our art auctions on Saturday for our major auction at 8 p.m. at the Westin Ballroom. And the smaller auctions we'll have here on the convention floor on Sunday starting at noon.
That's a flash from the past.
So any artist that we have here, either as an exhibitor artist in Artist Alley, or an aspiring artist, if you'd like to come up and create a piece on stage.
Everything's good. Everything's good. Kids are getting shuffled around in school, trying to balance out the number of kids in each classroom. And Finn looks like he might be one that is getting picked to move, and Kyle doesn't want him to move, which I don't blame her. I don't want him to move either. He's happy with his class. Don't shake it up. So luckily, my family is entrenched in the school system. So I said, call my mom. Call my mom. She'll do what needs to be done. She knows the people to call. But Kyle was very, very heated. Very, very heated. Stephen with the sleeves. What is going on, Burke? Another teacher. Man, you get this stuff. Teacher, he gets it. Sleeved up, but I'm here. Dude, I appreciate you being here, brother. Wayne, what is going on? Hope you're doing good. They do lack the care bone. Yes, they do. They absolutely do. Yes, JR. Yeah, he's a legend, dude. Absolute legend. Speaking of my mom, I was at one point of Heroes Con that year, I was just watching him draw, and I was like on the phone video talking to my mom while I was at the con. And I'm like, Mom, look, there's John Romita Jr. She goes, oh my gosh. And he looked up right as I said that, because I wasn't trying to interrupt him. And he ended up taking the phone and talking to my mom for a while. He's amazing, dude. He is amazing. Which extended universe are you upset about? There were so many. There were so many. Yeah. I know AR absolutely stands on and defends media in general, but he's made the best of it. He has made the absolute best of it, of the Star Wars debacle. Great. Now Kyle's calling again. All right, let me see if I can find y'all another clip. I don't think I have one that long anymore. Let's watch a Superman clip. Let's see what happens. There we go. And we're back. Let's see. Where are we at? Who you going to call? Ghostbusters. Yeah. All right, J-Man. Take it easy, man. Nintendo sent a legal request for a Scotty Young cover of Deadpool Batman to remove A Pokemon parody from the cover. What? Nintendo sent a legal request for Scotty Young cover of Deadpool Batman to remove a Pokemon. Oh, you drew a Pokemon parody? I don't think you can do that. Parody's parody. Parody is parody. All right, just as a reminder, as we get going, as we're scrolling through this, we're at 2 out of 5 of the super chats, and today's giveaway is a Clayton Crane Art Germ goodness. So make sure you don't go anywhere. We'll give that away before we get out of here. And let's go ahead and take a look at what's coming out this week. Let's see. Share screen. Share screen. I want to share the comic screen. All right, got that ready. And don't forget, next week, I think today, Alien Earth starts on Hulu, which I'm super excited about that. Super excited about that. But next week, Peacemaker Season 2 starts, and then we'll be able to be chit-chatting that. Been waiting a long time for that to come back. People easily get offended about everything now. 100% they do. Good writing wouldn't change anything at all. Not at this point, because the brand's damaged. The brand's done. That's what I'm saying. It's cooked. It's cooked. It would have saved it. I mean, you can have a stinker along the way, right? You can have something that's not well received here and there, and good writing on the next thing would fix it. But when you've done back to back crap, when an enjoyable property is the anomaly and not the stinker, and you spent 5 years doing it, you're cooked. You're cooked. And also the big thing, like I mentioned, there's no characters people are coming in attached to. Comics have been around a long time. These characters are bigger than any company that currently holds the rights for them. Spider-Man, Captain America, the X-Men are bigger than Disney. Bigger than Disney. They existed long before Disney had the rights for them. They'll exist long after Disney's gone. These characters are eternal. You know, Warner Brothers is just a steward of these DC characters. Right now, Disney is a steward of these Marvel characters. How good of a job are they doing with those characters? You know, they'll have highs, they'll have lows. Right now, Disney's at a low. They can fix it, they can correct it, but not without the characters that ultimately carry it. Share screen has the Pokemon, the Batman signal, and they did half Batman and half Deadpool. Yeah. JSS Brooklyn is in the chat. What is going on, homie? Good to see you in here. Dropping that $1.99 super chat. The Deadpool logo looks so much like Pokemon symbol or something. And Nintendo don't play. No, they sure don't, do they? They didn't like that Mario thing you did. Alien Earth is tonight at 8 p.m. on Hulu and FX tomorrow night at Disney Plus. On Hulu and FX. That's weird that they'd have different times because they officially announced that they're doing away with Hulu and just fully integrating it all into Disney Plus. But yeah, I'm excited to watch it. Alien Earth, much like Peacemaker Season 2, will have to wait till next month. My bundle had to be put on hold. Yeah, you see it when you see it. Disney does not care about the Marvel comics. They only care about the Marvel movies, which they make it a box. But only after they decided to go, yeah. Let's see what T-Dubs. What is up, T-Dubs? First off, good writing may not change things quickly, but it definitely changed things in the long term. Yeah, that's true. But I still think you have to bring the characters back. No amount of good writing will make people care about Harry Styles' Star Fox, which was a tease in the last 5 years. Let's set up that. Let's set up Harry Styles' Star Fox. I don't think you get that over. Pip the Troll. Kit Harington's the Black Knight, the second Black Knight in comic form. There's some stuff that just people don't care when they know better things exist. Uphill battle for sure. Uphill battle for sure. Before we get at these comics, let's take a look at the Bat Kick. We almost there. Almost. Disagree. No one gave a rat's butt about Guardians of the Galaxy until word of mouth spread. Dude, it was also built up on a good foundation. People didn't care about Guardians of the Galaxy if you go ask someone in the field who has no idea what they are. But if you say, are you interested in the next installment in this brand new, super exciting, interconnected superhero movie verse that was already on its way to stardom? So it had a foundation. It was springboarded to success. You know, like it's not that simple. You know, quality is like herpes. It spreads. You got to be careful. Yeah, hit that like button. T-Dubs is always on point. Doesn't mean he's always right, but he's always on point. So I love Taylor. Guardians of the Galaxy have the sauce. What, man, remember back in the day, even before the MCU, the Marvel logo and the pages flipping. God, that was so exciting. So exciting. I loved it. Let's take a look at what's coming out. For hours. And see, that's more people need to follow me and T-Dub's example. We don't always agree, but we always get along. We don't always agree, but we always get along. I love that guy. I'd rather disagree with people than everyone just say, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. That's no fun. Some good stuff coming out this week. If you're a fan of the Ultimate Universe, you got a couple titles coming out. If you're a fan of the Absolute Universe, you're left out high and dry. Nothing from Absolute DC this week. That's okay. We got some other cool stuff coming. Transformers 23. The penultimate issue of Daniel Warren Johnson's run is out this week. If you've enjoyed Daniel Warren Johnson's run, you got a brain, because it's been fun. It's been enjoyable. I'm interested to see where it goes from here. Robert Kirkman himself, the mastermind behind the Energon universe, is taking it over with issue number 25, and Dan Mora, one of the best working artists in comics today, will be on there with him. I'm going to miss this era of Transformers. It's been a blast. Interested to see if they're going to kind of do like a soft reboot, not like break the timeline or anything, but how big of a shift it'll be story-wise. They're doing big things right now in it, but that Ultra Magnus cover holding up the flag is just amazing. That's just absolutely gorgeous. But I'm excited to see what they do with that. That's on the pool for this week. Now, this has been a delight. I think, what is this, like 3 or 4 issues into this new era for Action Comics? The Summer of Superman, it truly has been an accurate description of what's been going on at DC Comics and really comics across the board. Superman has dominated largely due to the big time success and hype of the movie. And when I say big time success of the movie, I do not mean financial success. It has been a box office domestic juggernaut, unlike few movies. But ultimately, worldwide, it hasn't had the same traction. The international box office for it has been lackluster as it can get. But it has been a huge domestic juggernaut. It really has. And they changed the needle on the hype around the Big Blue Boy Scout. Perfectly timed with the comics to roll out the Summer of Superman. We switched Action Comics from being just another Superman title to being the Superboy book. We're retreading and going back and, like, I don't want to say rewriting his history. That's not accurate. Just, we have a Superboy comic. This has been done before. We've had plenty of times in the past when there's been multiple Superman titles that come out at the same time, and each one has a different angle. DC Comics Presents was always just a random team-up book. Superman was always Superman. You know, Superman Man of Steel was out. Adventure Comics was focused on Superboy back in the day. That's what Action Comics is doing right now. Mark Waid is doing a Superboy book all the way back to when he first put on the costume and the troubles that he went through. We're getting to play with some forgotten characters in this as well. This is a good one. Like, what do you do when somebody might have discovered you and your identity? This is a fun one. I really enjoy this so far. It's a page turner. It's one of those books that I'm never like, oh, I need to know what's up with Superboy. But then I read it and I'm like, God dang, that was good. That was super good. Now that Superboy has made his Metropolis debut, a hero from the past reemerges to take him down. Very, very interesting. If you read the last issue, you kind of got an idea of what's coming, but you might not know what the reveal is. Definitely suggest checking it out. It's really good. Skylar Partridge is doing the art, and she's crushing it, by the way. Fantastic Four number 2, Batman and Robin issue number 24. That's so many Bat titles. I haven't picked it up in 24 issues, and I feel like I've missed nothing. Let's see. Batman Dark Patterns is up to number 9. I thought that this was going to be a 6-issue miniseries. Apparently not. Dan Waters is writing it, and that has me wanting to read it, but I didn't. I was waiting for it to be done, and now that it's up to 9 issues, I doubt I'll even go back and read it. I don't hear bad things about it, but I don't have time. You know what I mean? I don't have time to go back and tread over a lot of stuff that's just decent. I'm so busy keeping up with continuity and what's going on in the main world. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad that there's another good Batman title. You know, some people say there's too many Batman titles. You know, as long as there's something for everybody, I don't see a problem with it. 3 criminals, 1 gun, 1 wound, 1 life. The heart-wrenching finale of Pareidolia is here. Don't miss it. Pareidolia, isn't that condition where you see patterns and things? Like you look at a rock formation and you see a face in it. Pareidolia. Right now my mom's calling me. Man, they're really Really working all this. Paradolia. What else we got this week? Come on, computer. Supergirl number 4 is out this week. As you know, we're giving away the Art Germ variant today, and I don't pull and read that. Here is a good one. Green Lantern Corps number 7. This is one that is blowing my mind. It's going under so many radars. This series is awesome. The series is important. The series is making big shifts in the entire structure of the cosmic stuff in the DC universe. This is directly crossing over with the main Green Lantern title right now, like directly crossing over. Starbreaker fired up his new battery. We figured out why the emotional spectrum has been weird. We figure out why people have been able to manifest the power of the ring slingers just off raw emotion. We go back and call back to some major Kyle Rayner stories of the not too distant past. We're dealing with the Source Wall at this point. There's so much stuff happening in this. It's huge. We got the Starbreaker Corps going around and eating entire planets and destroying suns. A lot is happening here. And Jadestone is back. If you remember from the Absolute Power series, the one Amazo robot that lasted through the entire thing was the Green Lantern one, because when it tapped in to willpower and sat down and had a philosophical discussion with Alan Scott, it decided it has will. And it's the guardian of the power battery. But he's back. Whenever Jadestone's there, it's always something interesting. It's always fun. But this is a great series. It's only up to issue 7. Still time to go pick it up and catch up. Here we go. The finale to the kind of finale, I guess. The finale to the first story arc is here in Aquaman. Jeremy Adams is writing it, so you know you're supposed to be picking it up. You know you're not supposed to miss it. If it's got his name on it, guaranteed quality. Guaranteed. We did this whole Dark Tide thing, but Into the Deep with the Justice League Blue, we got a bunch of characters, water-based characters from Aquaman history and beyond coming together to fight the giant deity that's been messing with the blue. We have the green, the Parliament of the Green, that gives us Swamp Thing. We have the red that gives us like Animal Man, King Shark, stuff like that. We have the blue, the whole introduced for the first time in this run of Aquaman. Never been done before. But we find out what's behind it. It ties into something a lot larger than just this title. We were teased with the Omega shaped portal Stargate in the first issue, teasing Darkseid. We're getting closer to this whole Darkseid event at the end of the year, where we'll finally figure out what's going on and what's up with Darkseid since his presumed death in the All-In Special one-shot. A lot of stuff tying into that, keying up for that, getting ready for that. This is awesome. This was a great issue. Every issue's been great. But after this, we're going to get an aftermath issue, so the story isn't completely finished. There will be touching on it just a little bit more. I think part of the worldwide box office, or lack thereof, is that the world's sick of everything Merca right now. Yeah. The best conversation is when you can agree and disagree and still get along. Yeah. Taylor's an excellent bar partner. I can see that. I can definitely see that. 90s. The Reign of Superman. Action Comics 419 made the tops list this week by Mr. Adams. Who's Mr. Adams? That reminds me, I owe you a drink. Yeah. Keep him straight, JSS. Hope you're having a great week. I enjoyed the first issue. That's where it's good. It was good. Scotty owes us a drink. Body shots off Scotty. Yeah. Thanks for dropping the links in here when I need them. Christina, just enjoy yourself. No working in here. Can't be too many Batman titles, in my opinion. Yeah, for a lot of people. What is going on, James? Got Warlord in here. Good to see you, brother. Oh, bad call. Bad call, Steve. Jadestone is awesome. Absolutely. Absolutely. Part of that is true, but there are huge movies coming out of China now, and you just don't hear about them. China has shifted their market. China has completely changed the theater market post-COVID. Post-COVID, the China theater market is different. They're actively pushing for their original movies. Like one of the biggest movies ever made is a Chinese original movie that a lot of people have never heard of, this animated movie. It did like over $2 billion. They want to push their own stuff right now. And you can't blame them for that. Can't blame them for that. And it's not really a lack of box office in the rest of the world. It's just specifically China. It's like the second biggest movie market. It had like no footprint there. Fantastic Four didn't even do a lot of stuff there either. So it's not just a Superman thing, but they don't need American movies anymore. 1000%. 1000%. Only Action and Aquaman for me this week. 2 good books. 2 good books. People hate us because they ain't us. Hashtag American exceptionalism. Chinese movies. Are they all KO? KO Avengers? KO Superman? I don't know. I don't know. No idea. Let's check out the other couple of these things on here before we get to the hashtag of the day. This is the other big one. This is one that I think is going to be interesting for a lot of people. I was on the fence about it. I'm like, I'm going to get issue 1 and see how it goes. Superman, the Kyrptonite Spectrum. So it's a black label title, which I tend to pick up most all of those. Standalone, not weighted down by continuity. It's just a good Summer of Superman book. The artwork caught my attention. It looked very, very Frank Quitely to me. It's got its own style, but those thin pencil lines, those soft colors, very Frank Quitely. I love Frank Quitely art. And then the idea behind it, Superman discovers that there are other forms of kryptonite beside green. Well, that's not new to the Superman of the main continuity, but we're doing a story about that here. This is super interesting. The art, for one, I really enjoy. It looks like the cover there. It looks like what that cover looks like. But diving into the kryptonite thing, I was like, yo, he knows that these other kryptonites. Well, there's new kryptonites, different kryptonites than the ones that you're thinking, the ones that I'm thinking, the ones that are highlighted on the cover. But really cool concept, fun idea, way to do something. But most interesting of all is the acclaimed creative team behind Ice Cream Man is at the helm for this. W. Maxwell Prince, Martin Morazzo. So I think that's really cool because Ice Cream Man has been wildly successful, held in very high regard, has a massive fan base. So let's see what they can do with a superhero. That's not always a recipe for success, but why not? There it is. Naza 2. That's it. And it's coming to America here soon. Coming to America here soon. But yeah, this is a cool concept. I like they reached out. They like, hey, look at this wildly successful creative team that does well together. Let's offer them a gig. Let's see if they have an interest in doing a gig over here with us. You know, they're used to doing creator-owned stuff. Let's see if they'll be willing to. I think that's wildly cool. I'm interested to see how it plays out. Let's see what they can do. Let's see, that was kind of a smaller week for DC. It might be all that's on the you. That Red Skull cover by Bermejo is insane. And then we talked about this one earlier. The Batman Gotham by Gaslight Under the Elseworld has been fantastic. Looks like Luthor's got a big robot machine, steampunk style machine. It reminded me of Wild Wild West with a giant tarantula, which that movie is firsthand responsible for us not having the Nicolas Cage Superman film. So we'll see what happens in this. I'm excited for it. I love the DC Elseworld stuff, man. I love it. Not this year. I think it was last year. It might have been that while I was on vacation, I went through the DC Universe app and with my tablet and just reread through so many of those Elseworld titles. You're hard pressed to find a bad one. Remember when they said Something is Killing the Children was going to be adapted into a Netflix series? Guess that ended up being scrapped. Still not scrapped, just still hasn't happened. Every so often you'll get catch wind of just them reminding people that, hey, that's still optioned. That's still optioned. We'll see if anything ever becomes of it, but Netflix still has the option for it. And this many years later, I guess they would have had to pay to renew it possibly. I don't know. What is going on, John? Good to see you in here, brother. Good to see you on here. Let's see. Gotham by Gaslight. Here's the Clayton Crane cover that's part of the giveaway today. Clayton Crane, goodness. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful cover? This guy's so wickedly talented. It's insane. Insane. He's got so much talent. He needs to share it. Trinity, daughter of Wonder Woman, that collects most of the shorts in the back of the Wonder Woman book. Space Ghost is back. Space Ghost is back. Space Ghost never left, but Space Ghost number 1 is back. Year 2. They're doing 12-issue story arcs, separating it by years. Look at that insane cover. That is amazing. That A cover is mine. I got one. There's also a Alex Ross cover that I picked up. Foil version of this one. Just wow. Alex Ross did the 6-issue miniseries for DC Comics back in the day. He just did the covers. I think Olivetti did the interiors on it. But that was a good story too. Space Ghost has been crushing it, guys. If you're a fan of Space Ghost, you might not want to miss out on what they're doing at Dynamite with Space Ghost. And then there's a brand new reprint out for Harley Quinn's first appearance in DC Comics continuity. Not her first comic book appearance, but Batman Harley Quinn, there's a foil version of it as well. Beautiful book. And surprisingly, doesn't have a $9.99 price tag. I think it has a regular $4 or $5 price tag on it. That kind of shocked me. Godzilla Here, There Be Aliens, also on my pull list. That's a really fun series. It's the finale in the trilogy. I think that might be it. So yeah, I need to get this giveaway tool going so that I have time to get out of the door to pick up the kids on time. Let's see. Let's make people spell today. That's what we'll do. We'll do that. We're going with hashtag Kyrptonite. Get it in there. Jay says, Brooklyn, okay, I'll just end it. There you go.
I understand.
That's it. I think that hit the 5 super chat goal. We've added the bonus books in there, I believe. That's 5 over 5. That's it. Yeah. Big shout out and thank you to JSS, everybody. Got the hashtag dropping in there. What did Pop say? Hanna-Barbera heroes are the best. They are the best. Mark Spears Monsters was optioned at San Diego. Huh. I got a lot of those books. I've quietly picked up that series in multiple copies since issue 1. Didn't have a clue it was going to explode, but I just couldn't decide on what cover I wanted. I love the Universal Monsters. I'm still in the mindset of selling some stuff. I want to get some, I got a kid in college. I had to pay for some school books today. I want to change out the headlight assembly in our Volkswagen. That's like $1,500. He's got stuff I want to pay. I did a round of mystery boxes over this past weekend. Big thank you to anybody who picked one of those up. That's going to help a little bit when it comes time. It takes a chunk out of it. Got some stuff posting up on Pop's Attic. So if you don't know, Pop's Attic is linked in the description. That's where Pops is clearing out some space of some old books he don't want to keep. It's also where stuff that I'm not keeping gets posted up. There's some San Diego Comic-Con Daniel Warren Johnson Transformer stuff getting posted up today. Y'all might be interested in. I'm trying to pull some stuff with a little bit more value to try to scrape up some money for all these things happening right now. So be on the lookout for that with Pop's Attic. Every little bit definitely helps. But I might be pulling that monster series and posting it up for sale. I'm trying to find stuff that people are like really wanting right now. Help move the needle, gather some funds quickly. See a lot of people in this sphere, in this YouTube sphere, in the comic book corners, putting up GoFundMe stuff when they need money. And they do these videos asking for help, and they're sitting in front of backgrounds that look like this with collectibles and figures, toys, comic slabs. I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy. I will sell every bit of everything that I have in this house to make money before I ask somebody else for money. Just sell 1,000 copies of Turok 1. Never. I would sell everything I have collectible wise that I've acquired just for fun before I ask anybody for money. And I appreciate any and everybody that picks up stuff. If you pick it up, whether you wanted it or whether you're doing it to help me, thank you so much. But at least you got something out of it. You know what I mean? If you ever come on hard times, you have it, you can turn around and sell. That's a good part about this stuff. It's worth money, people. It's worth money. Those go up tomorrow morning. There you go. So make sure I'll follow Pop's Attic. All right, let's take a look at this. It's a last minute reminder. This is what we're giving away right now. We're going to spin this giveaway here in just a second. And then, oh man, second week now, I don't have my little Vanna White with me. My little Vanna White that would always pull the trading cards. We'll pull the DC trading cards to add with it. And you got the extra 4 comic pack. Mark Spears stuff is in the comic pack. Mark Spears Aquaman in there. Got some old Flash in there. Some more comics inside. The Justice League Watchtower cards, unopened trading card pack, as well as an ABX and a Legion of Comics magnet, which is you've kept up with the channel. I don't send out stickers and magnets except to the channel members. I don't include them in packages. I don't send them out, but threw one in here for the first time. Magnet. So that'll go out to one lucky winner. Let's get ready to spin this thing. Good luck to everybody. Remember, it's free shipping worldwide. If you are a channel member, it's free shipping in the United States if you're not. And you can price tag somebody or pay the difference in shipping. That's up to you. Scotty, there you go. Scotty, do me a favor and DM me your address just so it kicks it to the top of my messages and stuff so I can easily find it. And I'll get these things passed over to Pops. And he will hit you up with the shipping tracking number information stuff. And let's pull these cards. Let's see what cards you get. We're drawing blind here. Drawing blind. 1, 2, and 3. All right. Hey, very cool. Very relevant. You got Hal Jordan as Parallax. Nice. You got Wonder Woman. And last but not least, you got Damage. Scotty has got some damage. Yeah, those 3 are going in with your winnings, good sir. Going in there with you. Is that what you were giving away? Right? Meow? Right, meow. All right, meow. Those 6 books. Pack of trading cards, 3 loose trading cards, 2 magnets, and a sealed trading card pack. It's heading your way, good sir. I was fierce. I missed out on Pop's mystery box. Oh, there are my mystery boxes. Pops has mystery boxes you can purchase at any and all times. I did a round of mystery boxes, but Pops has mystery boxes. If you go to Pop's Attic, he has mystery boxes at any time. He'll curate one for you. It's called a Pops box. It's pinned to the top of his page. You can check it out, read what you can expect to find in it, and go claim you one today. Get it heading to you sooner than later. I'm glad I didn't wear my C3 Hulk shirt. That would be embarrassing. Yeah, I'm wearing mine right now. Yeah. Comics Curing Cancer. It's coming up quick, folks. Don't forget, you can still go over to comicscuringcancer.bigcartel.com. You can pick up an art book. There's a couple left. The Crow Dead Time #1 is there. And also me and DJ Links. We'll talk more. I'll talk more about it when they get here in hand. They're in the printing process and shipping. But we did an exclusive book for Hell Crow, King of Hell, the Hyper Neon version with Christopher Lockwood as the cover artist. He's one of the artists that worked on the art book this year who had the Silver Surfer Galactus foil cover. But we have a very limited number of those. You can go pre-order your copy today on comicscuringcancer.bigcartel.com. It's sitting there as well. So, yeah. Appreciate everybody coming and watching, hanging out. It's been fun. It's been real fun. Until next time, as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.
All that ends right now!